Enter a chance to win a copy of Far Cry 6, your choice, PlayStation or Xbox. All you have to do to win is subscribe and leave a like and a comment on this video. Hey everyone, it's Abyss, and in this video I'm going to talk about some tips and tricks for new players. Alright, so let's get started. First one up is the fastest way to farm money. So if you're like me and you like to purchase all the different weapons, armor, and a bunch more, you're going to need a ton of money. Good news is I have the fastest way to farm money, and that is through cockfighting. Yes, get your roosters ready. Now I will have a full guide on the locations to all the roosters. This way you can get the best one. So there's 3 different difficulties that you'll go through. First one will give you 100, second one will give you 300, and then the final one will give you 500. So definitely the last one is going to make you the money fast. But before you jump all the way to the hardest difficulty, you want to practice a bit on the first 2. So in order to win, you just need to win 2 out of the 3 rounds. Just practice on your dodging and then your attacking and you'll be good to go. It's really not that bad and you'll make a ton of money fast. Next up, here is a map to the location to a bunch of uranium. So you're going to find out early in the game that you're going to need this stuff in order to trade in for Juan's weapons. Keep in mind, as you start to rank up, you're going to unlock more of the weapons and backpacks. So before you get started and looking for this stuff, stop at the workbench, mod your backpack, and add the dynamite. You're going to need this in order to destroy some anti-aircraft missiles. Good news is, we have a map for all the uranium and also all the anti-aircrafts. So right by there, there's always an anti-aircraft missile and the uranium is pretty much right there. So you might as well kill 2 birds with 1 stone, destroy the anti-aircraft with dynamite, and pick up the uranium so that you can trade in for Juan's weapons. Here's a picture of the map again with all the locations. Plus, make sure you mod your backpack. Here's an example of what I did. Sticky grenades, great for foot soldiers. EMP grenades, great for vehicles. Throwing knives, good for stealth. And then the dynamite, which is good for the anti-aircrafts, which we just talked about just a bit ago. And then there's some more mods. Bounce back, this will start regenerating your health. And sharpshooter, which will give you some charge after a headshot. But these are the couple ones that I recommend, but test it out and set them up to how your playstyle is. So after you leave the first island, there's going to be 3 different storylines that you can go to. Each storyline has a camp. Each camp has a foreman, and each foreman will allow you to build 2 of the 6 buildings. One of the first buildings I recommend that you build is the Hideout Network. Main reason why is because these hideout networks are going to unlock a bunch of different hideouts that you can fast travel to, plus it's going to unlock the wingsuit. This is extremely helpful trying to get around the map when there isn't that many fast traveling points early on. And you can drop in, use your wingsuit, and get to places faster. Now there's other locations where you can unlock fast traveling points like clearing bases or checkpoints, but this is one of the easiest and inexpensive ways to unlock fast traveling points by just building the hideout network. This is something I recommend that you do right away. Want to run like the Terminator? Then you need to get the parkour gear set. Here's an example of all the pieces. Main thing about the gear set is it will give you better stamina and you'll be able to run faster. Extremely useful if you like to be on foot and then go and search for all the different collectibles. You definitely want to get this gear set. Now one thing to note is you can get this early in the game on the very first island. I'm going to show you a map right now to all 5 of the locations that you need to go to and loot the crate. Once you get all 5 of them, you can easily go into your menu, select one, and you can easily equip the whole set with 1 button. Now if you want a full guide on the location to all 5 of them, I will have a separate guide for that, but I'm just going to show you the map to the locations to each one of those crates that you need to loot. Next up is chain kills, and this depends on how close the enemies are to each other. So if they're side by side, to do a chain kill, you're going to press the left stick in the direction of the next enemy. Now if they are a little bit farther away, you can press the R2 or right trigger and throw the knife towards the enemy. So it just depends on how close they are to each other, or maybe it's like the last one. Here's the same clip again, just slowed down. The first 3 enemies were side by side, so it's best just to point the left stick in the direction of the enemy. And then the 4th one was still close enough to where I could do the chain kill. And then the last and final one was definitely farther away, so you want to press the R2 or right trigger and throw the knife at that one. Need ammo fast? Like here's an example, I'm completely out of ammo. Just jump off a cliff, kill yourself. As soon as you spawn back in, you're going to have all your ammo back. I had a couple times where I ran out of dynamite and I didn't know where I could find any. This is a quick and easy solution to get all your ammo back. I don't recommend doing this though when you're in a mission. Alright, so I have some settings that I recommend that you turn on. The first one is enemy outline. This I recommend that you turn it on. You can also change the different colors if you wanted to. It's just depending on which one you like to prefer. I just kept it on the basic one. Next one is pickup outline. I recommend that you turn that on. This is for like collectibles, items, resources. You want to have that one on. Next one is in gameplay and repeated presses. This is for your QTEs. I recommend that you turn that off. So all you have to do is hold down the button. But those are the 3 settings that I recommend that you set up. Next up is the slide takedown. So let's say you're out of ammo, or maybe you got caught while you're running through an enemy's area and you can't do that takedown. Well, just run straight at the enemy, slide into them, you'll knock them right off their feet, and then you can quickly do the takedown. So here's an example of it again, especially the annoying guy right there. But I'm going to slow it down so you can get a good look at it. Just run straight into the enemy, you'll knock them right off their feet, and then you can quickly do that takedown. I find it useful if you're out of ammo or you can't do the regular stealth takedown. So if you want to discover things that are close by on the map a little bit faster, there's 3 things you can do. You can bribe a soldier and then they will tell you a location on the map that's close by. It could be a base, it could be a checkpoint, it could be an armor, weapon, or you can rescue the soldier and set them free. They're going to tell you about another location. Or if you're just doing some normal traveling and you run into one of your scouts, they will tell you a location. They all say pretty much the same thing: a weapon, armor, base, checkpoint, side mission. It could be any one of the 3. They are very easy to spot because they will have an icon above their head. But there was one time where I ran into one of my scouts that didn't have the icon above their head. So if you happen to recognize a scout from before, go ahead and talk to them because they will reveal something for you too. Alright, earlier I said I recommend that you build the Hideout Network. Well, you also want to go there and check in with your scouts every so often. When you talk to them, they are going to reveal something on the map too. So I like to bounce around at all those different hideouts and talk to them and have them discover something that's close by, just in case I didn't find something yet. So just bounce around your different hideouts and see if your scouts have any information for you. Alright, so quick speed round because they do tell you this early in the game. Perks are really helpful on your gear. It could be something like automatically put out fire, help you with the fishing, follow the markers. You know, you're going to see these blue markers throughout the whole map. They could lead you to like a lookout. It could lead you to a box that has a weapon, armor. So just follow those blue markers. And last, and then mod your weapon to counter enemies. You'll see them at the bench where they show you the different ways that you can counter different enemies. Make sure that you mod a couple of them so that you have those in your inventory. This will definitely help you out, especially later on. All right, there you have it. Those are the tips and tricks for Far Cry 6. If there's anything else you would like to add, then please leave them in the comments down below. Other than that, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to support the channel, and I will see you next time.